Supposedly, legalization of abortion totally got rid of self-induced abortion deaths. But it turns out that's not actually the case. This is Christina with the Sisyphean Journal, and today is November 22nd. On November 15th of 1978, an 18-year-old named Sharon, not her real name, was admitted to Denver General Hospital emergency room. She was suffering from nausea, vomiting, and abdominal pain, and her mental state was alternating between agitation and lethargy. Now, she reported believing that she was pregnant, though she'd menstruated only 3 weeks previously, which would mean that her period was only a week late. And she said that she had drunk 2 half-ounce bottles of Pennyroyal oil. Now, since she had also recently been seriously depressed, doctors were unsure whether to consider drinking the Pennyroyal oil as an abortion attempt or as an attempted suicide. And this is something that even before legalization we saw. Both Planned Parenthood as an organization with worldwide participation in a conference on abortion, and a researcher named Nancy Howell Lee found that the vast majority of women who sought pre-legalization abortions found doctors to do their abortions, either using a loophole, falsifying some things like, okay, put a little bit of blood on a sanitary napkin and we'll say you were having a miscarriage, just sneaking them in and doing them. Most of the remainder of the women found somebody with some medical training, a nurse, a midwife, even a dentist. This is somebody who certainly knows how to have sterilized instruments and do fine work. And dentists can prescribe medications. They are doctors. They're just doctors of dental medicine. And self-induced abortions were pretty rare. They accounted for more likely deaths than the professional abortions, but they weren't something that was the common abortion approach. And what's more, researchers found that women who resorted to clearly dangerous abortion techniques, the traditional rusty coat hanger, these were women with a history of mental health issues and often a history of self-harm. So prior to the whole, if a woman reams herself out with a coat hanger, obviously it's the fault of the abortion law, people were actually trying to figure out what would lead a woman to do something that self-destructive and trying to find ways to actually help them instead of just assuming that an abortion clinic down the street would fix her mental illness. So Sharon having some mental health issues and thinking she was pregnant, this could be something where it was kind of on the cusp between suicide and an abortion attempt. Now, Sharon had been using Pennyroyal tea in the past when her period was late and she thought that she was pregnant. So was it that she had gotten in the habit of using the Pennyroyal tea, started to think of Pennyroyal as effective, but when she drunk some Pennyroyal tea, her period didn't start, so she thought, let's go for the Pennyroyal oil? We don't really know, but she did become ill very quickly after drinking the oil, and a medical botanist named Dr. Walter Lewis wrote about the case. He wrote, within 2 hours, she vomited blood and bled from the vagina and eyes. By the 3rd day, her liver was damaged. On the 6th day, she sank into a coma and died on the 7th day. That would mean that she died November 22nd. Sadly, on autopsy, it became clear that she hadn't actually been pregnant, but the Pennyroyal oil had caused so much damage to her liver that portions of it had actually died. And during her hospitalization, like Chris Humphrey, who also died from a Pennyroyal abortion death, she developed a clotting disorder. And it was that in Sharon's case, caused the damage to her liver that led to her death. So this idea that women just completely stop doing home abortions because you make abortion legally and readily available does a disservice to women like Sharon, who had mental health issues that needed to be addressed and could not be addressed at an abortion clinic. Abortion clinics aren't in the business of referring women for mental health help. That's something pro-life pregnancy centers do. Not COVID. So, again, please don't assume that legalization made all abortion problems go away. And if you have mental health issues and think that you're pregnant and maybe you don't have insurance, you can't afford to get mental health care, go to a pro-life pregnancy center. Contrary to what you're told, they are not going to be judgmental. They are going to get you hooked up with the help you need and find a means of paying for it. They are never, ever going to leave you out in the cold.